Video is about mentorship for teenagers, for young teenagers. Yes, you need mentorship, and here we are here to provide free mentorship to you as a teenager, because as a teenager, it is a lot for you. Navigating today, doing everything all by yourself. I tell you, I was once a teenager and I tried doing a lot of things by myself, and it slowed me down. I didn't succeed in so many things I attempted to do by myself. Now, this is why I know that as a teenager, you need mentorship. You cannot do everything by yourself. In fact, there are a million and one things you cannot do by yourself. You need someone who has been there before, someone with experience who has been there before, who is ready to literally hold you by your hand and guide you. Now, it is what the mentored thing is about. We are here to hold you by your hands and guide you every step of the way. So you are free to send in your questions, ask questions anywhere, anything you are struggling with, anything that is your challenge, any question you have concerning your life, you are free to send it and we'll be glad to take it. I won't be doing this alone. From time to time, I will have a guest, an expert who will come in here to share with you their life journey so that you can learn and you get better. Your life is beautiful. You have a whole life ahead of you. I tell you, however, you need mentorship, you need guidance. Without mentorship, with your guidance, you may not get it right. A mentor is someone who has been where you are, who has been there before, who has experience a lot of the things you are experiencing, so they are better able to guide you. They are better able to teach you what to do. They don't want you to make the mistakes they made, because they were there, they made those mistakes, so they know better, so they are ready to teach you what to do. Again, like I was saying, you need mentorship. Every teenager does. Growing up, I was a very ambitious teenager. Oh, I had a lot of things I was doing. I had dreams, I have aspirations. I remember growing up there, I used to write storybooks, I used to write drama, plays. I went from place to place, even looking for sponsors, someone to sponsor, and then we'll get started on it. But now that I look back, I just laugh at myself. If I knew then what I know now, I tell you, those dreams of mine I had, those visions, those aspirations I had, I definitely would have been better placed. I would have been able to see them through if I knew then what I know now. Of course, I didn't know better. I didn't even have any mentor. I didn't have anybody to teach me. I was just guessing, doing guesswork work. I was figuring out everything all by myself. So as a teenager, you do not have to figure out life on your own. In fact, very many times you are going to get it wrong. You are going to get it wrong. I know, yes, it's easy for you to fall into the trap of I am smart, I am super smart. After all, you are in the tech era, and when it comes to technology, you are smarter than your parents. It's easy for you to fall into that trap. But I tell you something for free, that the experienced adults have, the experienced mentors have, you need them. You don't have those experience at all. So here is what you want to do. Every Saturday, 8 p.m., I'll be here with one topic that is going to transform your life, one topic that is going to make you a better person, one topic that will help you, that will take you to where you are, to where you want to be. We are going to be learning a lot of things. Now, if you're wondering, how will I be able to do this, or who am I? Let me tell you, my name is Edimi Orebo, and I'm a parent coach as well as a teen coach. I teach teenagers in my church. So whatever we are doing here is not even going to be religious. We are going to be talking about your life, your vision, talking from the angle of wisdom, everything. So whether you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, no matter the religion you are, I tell you are going to learn. So just come here every Saturday. And if you are a parent watching me or listening to me, what you want to do is to make sure your teenager comes there every Saturday by 8 p.m. They are going to get free master classes, something you will ordinarily pay for. They are going to get it free. And they are not just going to be hearing me talk about things. They are going to get practical tools that they are going to use to navigate any situation any time in their life. See, it is a lot. If you don't give yourself a mentorship as a teenager, or as a parent, if you don't allow your children to be mentored, see, you cannot do it all. You don't know it all. Yeah, there is something I always say to parents in the parenting community, in the Visionary Parent Academy. I say to them that, see, faith comes by hearing. You know what that means? If your child is going to be convinced, if your child is going to have this conviction, then you must teach your child repeatedly. Not just you teaching them repeatedly. They must have voices around them that are constantly reinforcing what you are teaching. So it's why I say to parents, make sure your church or your mosque, your school, your community your child belongs to, they align with your values. Because if they align with your values, then your child is going to keep hearing what you are saying. They are going to keep hearing them repeatedly. That is how they will build their faith, they will build their conviction. So what we are doing here is not to teach your child something that is not against your value as a parent. We want to teach your child, we want to partner with you in a way to reinforce what you are teaching your child. So what you want to do is to tell them again, 8 p.m. every Saturday, they need to come here, they need to be here. Yes. Why did we put it on Saturday? So that they can have this class on Saturday, and by Sunday, they are starting a new week. They are refreshed. Every Saturday, I tell you what they are going to get. Oh my God. They are going to get master classes, and we are going to present it in a way that it is able to reach their hearts. Now, after the master classes, they are going to get tasks for one whole week, something like a challenge. After you have learned everything you have learned, they will get toolkits. This is how you are going to go about this thing you have learned, and they are going to get like a challenge. For the next 1 week, you are going to put in effort to do this thing every single day. Depending on the topic we are going to teach them, depending on the topic we are teaching them, then they will run with it. So what you want to do every Saturday, make sure your teenager is here. Make sure you are here. If your teenagers are far away, make sure you are here. And if you have anybody who has teenagers, make sure you tell them about this. This channel is the Visionary Parent with Enime Orebo. And of course, my name is Enime Orebo. I am the founder of the Visionary Parent Academy and the every holiday leadership class for teenagers and preteens, which is called the Self-Leadership program that will run every holiday, Easter holiday and Christmas, and the long holiday for teenagers. Now, those are paid classes, but we want to give your child mentorship in this class for free. You do see the video that is trending, or the topic that is trending, of the guy who was so obsessed about his ex, and he went to, let me use the word, unalive her, using social media words, unalive her, like obsession. You know, when something happens, we are quick to ask the question, how did we get here? And I tell you something, how we got here, we didn't get here just by chance. We got here by following the path that actually leads here. This is what I always say. You know, every single thing we see now that we say, God forbid, so they are the kind of the ripple effect of the choices we made in the past, the things we did not do, or the things we did in the past. So that is it. So your child needs to understand a lot of things. And again, I say to you, you cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. Growing up, we used to hear one thing that, oh, it takes a village to raise a child. But today, where is the village? The village you can actually adopt now to raise your child is the village of the community around your child, the village of the people who are speaking the language you are speaking, the village of the school, the village of your religious house, and the village of the mentorship, the coaches around that can impact. This class is absolutely free. There is no hidden charge. There is nothing like, oh, you are going to pay, or anytime you'll be required to pay. No, your child is just going to come here every Saturday, 8 p.m. with their pen, with their paper, and learn. And like I always say in the Visionary Parent Academy, and I also say when I'm teaching teenagers or parents, I always say to them, one thing about them is, if you learn, you are not taking action, is a waste. So what you want to do as your child is learning, as a parent, you even want to sit with them. If you are not in the same space with them, it's okay. Be in your place, join the live class. Your child is joining the live class. You are taking your note. Your child is taking their note. At the end of the day, you encourage them. You encourage them to take, because like I said, they are going to be having activities. After each class, they will have activities, daily activities for the 7 days before they will join the next class. So do you get my point? So after each class, because we are going to be touching on every single topic that will empower your child, every single topic that will help your child grow into a well-behaved adult they are going to be, they are meant to be. Let me tell you something. We all pray for our children to be great. We all pray. Thank you so much. If you are joining me, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think or anything. Let me know who is joining me. Thank you. And tell me where you are listening from. And if you have a teenager, let me know you have a teenager. We all pray for our children to be great. You liked the video. Why did you unlike it? I don't get it. Why did you unlike what you liked? You don't like my voice. You don't like what I'm saying. Anyways, so we all pray for our children to be great. Yes, we do that. But do we know that there are skills they need? There are skills they need not just to be great, to sustain the greatness when it happens. Do we know that there are skills our children need to sustain the greatness when it happens? So when you are praying for your children to be great, when you are praying for them to be blessed, when you are thinking about, how they can be great and putting structures in place for them to be great, do well or do better to actually empower them with the skills they will need to enjoy the greatness. The greatness should not swallow them. They should enjoy and bask in the greatness. Now, it is one of the things we are going to be doing in this channel, the Mentored Teen, providing free, powerful, helpful mentorship for your teenager. Like I said, I will not be doing it alone. From time to time, I'll be bringing a guest, I'll be bringing experts, I'll be bringing coaches to help me. And if your teenagers have questions, tell them to ask. Feel free to ask. They can always ask questions that they have. And again, if you have any struggle with your teenager at home as a parent, you have any questions you want to ask about your teenager, you have any struggle, especially struggle, you have any struggle with your teenager, what you want to do is to send it to us here, and we are going to help you teach it to your teenager in a very, very empowering class. Your teenager is going to understand. Here is something I always say to parents, which is the truth. See, every time we have issues with our children, we complain or we think they misbehave or something. It is either we have something we want them to start doing, or there is something we want them to stop doing. And the truth of the matter is, why teenagers keep either doing that thing or not doing that thing is because they don't understand. We have not been able to reach their hearts. So because they don't understand, we've not been able to reach their heart. They don't understand because every human being is kind of selfish. So you want to tell them the benefits. Because we are not able to do that, we still have issues with them. Now, here's what we are promising you in this channel. What we are promising you in this the Method Teen series that we are going to start having. What we are promising you is, you see those complaints you have about your teenagers, you see those struggles you have, don't worry, just send it to us. You can, if you have my number, send it to me privately, or you can just put them here under the comment section, and I tell you that we'll come back and take those topics. We'll let the teenagers know how those topics are actually about them, how those your complaints are about them. Because if we look at it, I tell teenagers that you are not doing anybody a favor by living the life that maybe your parents want you to live or God wants you to live. You are not doing anybody a favor. It is your life. I remember during the self-leadership class, we talked about that, and a preteen asked me, but people come and say, can you do me a favor? You want to help them. So how are you saying we are not doing anybody a favor by there is nothing we do that we are doing someone a favor. It may seem even when your parents say, help me with a glass of water, you feel, okay, I'm doing my parents a favor. In the long run, you are not doing your parents a favor, you are doing yourself a favor. And she asked me that. Now, it is what we are going to be doing in this class, teaching your child that actually their life, their choice, everything is about them. They are not doing anyone a favor. So when you tell them, take your studies seriously, they're not taking their studies seriously because they are reading for you. They're not reading for you. They're not learning for you. When they become best at their subject tomorrow, you are not the one that will receive the award. When they now have good grades, have more opportunities, open doors. You are not the one that will enjoy those opportunities. You're not the one that will walk into those many doors that will open. They are the one. So the moment you tell them, okay, don't follow certain friends, these friends are negative influence, you are not the one that will reap the consequences of them following certain friends. It is about them. It is their life. It is their choice. So even when you tell your child, okay, go to bed early, and they refuse, tell your child, minimize your use of gadgets, and they are holding back, it is not about you. If they go on using their gadgets indiscriminately, no control, no stop, it is not going to affect you in any way. It is about them. It is their life. Now, this is one of the things we are going to be helping you teach your child or establish in your relationship with your child or in your expectations of your child. We are going to help them understand that it is your life. Oh, every choice you make, whether you like it or not, it is your life. It is your choice. It is your life. I tell my children that there is really nothing like a one-off. Oh, let me just do one thing and let me do it once and I will not repeat it again. There is nothing like a one-off. Everything has a ripple effect. Life is like a chain. The decisions you make today, they are like chains. They are connected and they react. They are connected. You do one thing, it leads to another. You do one thing, it leads to another, on and on. So this is what we want to do in this channel. Help you with your teenagers. I see many teenagers around. They do like jelly. Really, some teenagers, they do as if they don't realize their life is for them. Their life belongs to them. That the choices they make actually is about them. They do not realize it. Now this is one of the things we are going to be teaching them every now and then, for them to realize that any choice they make in life is about them, helping them know that choices have ripple effects. They have effects, helping them understand that life is like, your choices are like chain reactions. Anything you do affect the next, what do they call it? Is it string? I don't know, of the chain, so it's a build up. One action builds up, and before you know what is happening, if you're not intentional about the actions you are taking, you realize that your life will go in the way you did not want. Now, this is the method thing, and we are gladly going to be doing this because I am very passionate about teenagers. I am super passionate. Like I said, I teach teenagers in church, and just yesterday, on Friday, I met one of my children's teacher in school, and I offered to be teaching the teenagers in school, in the girls especially, to be mentoring them. That's how passionate I am. I am not asking to be paid, just to mentor them. Go there once in a week and mentor them. So that is why I'm also here again, to offer your child free mentorship. Again, your child needs more voices. You need voices. You need voices. You need voices to kind of corroborate what you are teaching your child. You need voices to agree with you in your parenting journey. You need voices to convince your child that, hey, it is their life. Their choices, they matter. I always tell teenagers that, I know, maybe when you're not feeling well, your parents are forcing you, take your drugs. At the end of the day, if you refuse to take that drugs, who is going to feel? Who feels the pain? Who feels the pain? You feel the pain at the end of the day. But the fact that your parents are the ones taking you to the hospital, they will even maybe take excuse at work. They won't go to work. Oh, thank you. Hi. They won't go to work. They are all over the place, paying your hospital bills and all of that. Doesn't mean they are the one. You are still the one at the end of the day who feels the pain. The same thing happens in life. They are correcting you. Please, what are you talking about? I just joined the group. Okay, you can watch the video again from the beginning. It's about teenagers, mentorship for teenagers, please. Thank you. So, what was I saying? So the fact that they are the ones running up and down doesn't mean they are the ones feeling the pain. The pain is felt by you. The same thing happens in life. If you make poor choices, you will directly experience the consequences of the choices, not your parents. So again, as a parent, what we want to do, we want to encourage you. By all means, encourage your teenagers, your young adults to join us in this free mentorship. Like I said, it is absolutely free. And from time to time, we'll be having coaches, experts join us to answer their questions and to teach them from experience and all of that. Everyone needs mentorship. Every single person needs mentorship. I'm a Christian. I would say Samuel in the Bible had Eli mentor him. We had Elisha had Elijah mentoring him. We always, even people like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, they all had mentors, people who had been there where they want to be. People mentor them. When you submit to mentorship, you will struggle less because someone is just kind of teaching you, what kind of giving you a template. I've passed through this route before. This was, I experienced this, I did not experience this, and so you learn better. You learn you know what to expect, and you are better able to plan yourself to actually navigate the situation seamlessly and stress-free. So again, it is a mentored thing with the Visionary Parents Academy with Enimie Orebo. The mentored thing with Enimie Orebo, you want to make sure your teenager or your preteen stays tuned to this channel every Saturday by 8 p.m. because I tell you, it is going to be very empowering for them. I actually dropped some things I wanted to share. Unfortunately, I'm very passionate about this, so I don't have to look. Okay, I was talking about what is mentorship. No, basically, it's when someone with more experience guides you so that you don't repeat the same thing the person repeated. You are growing in life as a teenager. You are growing in life. You are going to face a lot of issues, relationship issues, academic issues, religious issues. You are going to face even lemons, the lemons that life throws at you. You are going to face a lot of issues in life. So you need mentorship, people who have been there before, people who have gone through that path, like path that you are just going through. You know, you are going to have them come and teach you um how to follow, how to make better decisions. And also, as a teenager, you need clarity. You are going to get confused a lot of the times. You pick up your phone, you want to Google, you want to ask Google or ask chat. Sometimes what you are going to get from them is not what you expect. What you are going to get from them may even derail you, you know. So you need mentorship for the sake of clarity, you know. You need mentorship for the sake of clarity. So what are you going to do? You are going to stay tuned to this channel. Not just that, you are going to get a book and a pen and come here every Saturday by 8 p.m. so that you can be mentored. You can make empowering decisions. And if you are a parent, make sure your preteen and your teens, they come here every Saturday by 8 p.m. And I tell you, it promises to be super empowering for them. It promises to kind of reinforce your lessons that you are teaching as a parent. It promises to work with you, to partner with you. Now, this is why I said you can send in your struggles. You have struggles in your parenting, you have struggles with your teenagers. Please send in your struggles, send in your questions. And what we do, we are going to craft them into a master class of a class, a masterpiece of a class, and teach your teenagers in the way that it reaches their hearts directly. So if you're a parent, you don't want your teenagers to miss this class, it is absolutely free. It is happening here every Saturday, 8 p.m. You come here, your teenagers come with their biro, they come with their pen, and they come with their water, because they are really going to get empowered. I do hope you are prepared. As for me, I am super excited and I'm waiting. I can't wait to start this series, and I'm super excited. I know that your teenagers will be blessed. They will be blessed. So just tell them, get their pens, get their writing materials, and show up every Saturday, 8 p.m. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about success. Let's talk about every single thing. You know, one of the things I tell my teenagers in church, let me tell you the same thing too. I tell my teenagers that, see, except you want to be a local champion, you will need all the things I'm teaching you. A time will come in your life, you will need them. So when your mates are thriving, when people around you are thriving because they learned these things and they applied it early, you will be literally struggling. You'll be struggling. So when people are thriving, they are making waves and all of that, you'll be struggling because you did not take, you didn't learn them, even though you had the opportunity, you chose not to learn them. It is definitely not what any teenager wants, not what any parent wants. We actually want to raise children who thrive. And for your child to thrive, they need skills. They need skills. While we pray for them to be great, we also want to pray for skills for them to sustain that greatness so that when they become great, the greatness will not swallow them. Thank you so much. My name is Enemi Orebo. See you next Saturday. Bye-bye. I've sent it since.